what you think, Mike, is the biggest misconception about food insecurity in Canada today?
I think there are two big misconceptions. So the first is that everyone experiencing hunger are experiencing homelessness at the same time. But actually, the number of people who go to food banks who are unhoused is a very small percentage. Almost 75, 80% of the people who have to access food banks to get through the month, people who pay rent. About 10% actually own their own homes. So the number of people having to access food banks to be able to feed themselves and their family through each month is much larger than the unhoused population. And then the second one is that the only people who are going hungry are people on social assistance. And while the vast majority of people, especially here in Ontario, who have to access food banks in order to meet their basic dietary needs are people who are on Ontario disability support payments, where somebody's being forced to live on $1,300 a month. And if you think of average market rent in Ontario is around $2,000 a month, that math doesn't add up. But you're starting to see in the fastest growing part of our population who are having to access food banks, about a quarter of food bank users are people who are employed and their primary income is employment income. And you're also seeing a growing number of seniors on fixed income. So like Canadian Pension Plan, for example, having to access food banks.